So the Royals have gotten the series back to Seattle for game number 6 here of the American League Championship Series, and that was something I thought a couple days ago I would not be saying. We were already talking about the end of the season for the Royals, we were talking about the offseason, and we were talking about how we were going to need to regroup in order to take down this Mariners team in the future. But in all honesty, that future is right now. The Royals have 2 games here in Seattle. They have to win both of them. Obviously, they can't lose one if they are going to move on to the World Series to take on the St. Louis Cardinals. It is a huge game between Seattle and Kansas City as you look at the series recap. Game 1, 3-2 Seattle. Game 2, 2-1 Seattle. Game 3, 4-1 Seattle. Games 4 and 5, though, both won by the Royals. Game number 5, 1-0. A walk-off single by Vinny Pasquantino after the double by Dylan Carlson has pushed us to this game number 6. The pitching matchup tonight, Brady Singer versus Luis Castillo, of course, for Seattle. And folks, if you haven't yet, though, make sure that subscribe button down below for some more Royals franchise mode here on the channel as we get things started here in game number 6. On the bump for the Mariners, of course, we mentioned him earlier, it's Luis Castillo. Here we have 2.25 so far in the postseason with a 1-0 record. Castillo will first see Dylan Carlson, who comes in this game batting .362 in the playoffs. By far the best average on this Royals team. Carlson grounds out, and here's your Royals lineup for tonight. It goes Carlson, Pasquantino, Perez, Peterson, Santander, Garcia, Melendez-Bohm, and Garcia in the 9th. So Pasquantino comes up first of the 1-1. Perfect. Vinny Pasquantino deep center field. That ball's up, it's out of here. Vinny Pasquantino makes it 1-0. 429 feet off the bat for the first baseman for Kansas City, and the Royals with a rare first inning score. 429 again for Vinny Pasquantino, his first postseason home run. Oh my goodness, the Royals get up to a 1-0 start here against Luis Castillo, as Castillo will bounce back, striking out Salvi Perez. Jock Peterson now comes up on the 1-2 pitch, and Jock, kind of struggled this postseason. He had that 1 home run earlier, but Jock flies out. It's fine though, the Royals go up 1-0. We can only aim to win every inning, and that's what we're on pace to do so far. Brady Singer gets the start here, of course. 3 starts so far in the postseason, 1-1 record, 1.93 is the ERA. Jorge Mateo up first in the 2-2 pitch, and Mateo, who has not played in all of these games of the ALCS, is going to hit one down the line. 96 speed will be at first base for the Mariners. For Alex Verdugo on the 3-2 pitch, Verdugo walks. First and second, no outs for Julio Rodriguez on the 3-2 pitch. Got him looking. Wow. Singer sets him down the circle change. Teoscar Hernandez now just going to fling the bat out and strike out as well. 2 gone for Brian De La Cruz, and he'll just hit one right back to Brady Singer. Something interesting for the Mariners here in game number 6 is that Francisco Lindor is in the 6th spot, which it's kind of interesting considering Jorge Mateo, I don't think has played at all in the playoffs. This is his first start, I do believe. He's going to be playing third base. Doesn't have a hit so far in the playoffs except for that leadoff single. And Lindor's been doing his thing in the leadoff spot. He's batting .333. They moved him down to 6, which I get if you want him to be on with more runners on, but in the 6th spot, I'd consider moving him at 3 or 4, considering Hernandez and Rodriguez have been struggling in this series, as Lindor does fly out. But still, Seth Brown comes up in the 3-2, got him swinging. Brady Singer has been on point since, the early struggles. Gleyber Torres is going to ground out to Alec Bohm, and it is a 1-2-3 bottom of the 2nd for Brady Singer. As we go into the top of the 3rd, Alec Bohm up first in the 2-2 pitch. Bohm going to strike out on a circle change down and in. Again, Bohm has struggled, but here comes Michael Garcia on the 1-2 pitch. Garcia going to pull one into left field. That ball will be caught and left by Alex Verdugo. 2 gone for Dylan Carlson. Carlson just going to reach out, hit one on the ground right to Jorge Mateo, and the former Baltimore Oriole has got him. As we go into the bottom of the 3rd, Oliver Perez first for the Mariners. Swing into this. Singer going to catch him up and in. Down goes Perez swinging. It will be Singer's 4th strikeout of the night. And now Jorge Mateo, again, after not playing in the ALCS prior to this point, is 2 for 2. He'll be on first base with 96 speed. Here he goes. Salvi Perez is going to throw down, and Mateo will be safe. So runner in scoring position for Alex Verdugo, but on the 1-2 pitch, Verdugo strikes out. 5 Ks for Singer. 2 gone. Julio Rodriguez on the 2-2. Give him 6. Brady Singer on point here in game 6. 3 innings, 6 strikeouts. As we go on the top of the 4th, Vinny Pasquantino is the reason this game is 1-0, but he'll strike out right there on the Castillo sinker. 1 down for Salvador Perez on the 2-1 pitch. Salvi pulls a fastball into left field. That ball will get through. Perez will be on with a 1-out single. So Salvi on first now for Jock Peterson on the 3-1 Peterson. Oh my goodness. Gonna pull one right into double play depth, and that will do it for the inning. They go Torres to Lindor, Lindor to Brown. As that'll close the top of the fourth, we go to the bottom of the fourth. Teoscar Hernandez barely hits a baseball back to the mound, but there is Brady Singer to first to Vinny Pasquantino. One gone for Brian De La Cruz. Soft roller to third. Alec Boehm has got it. Singer will break his pace of 2 strikeouts an inning, but it is fine. At 2 gone for Francisco Lindor. Lindor on the ground to Michael Garcia. The dive. Ooh, Garcia cannot get it in his glove. So Lindor will beat it out with an infield single. Seth Brown gets a runner on the 1-2. Brown to short, but right to Michael Garcia. To the 5th, still 1-0. Anthony Santander at first. He's going to chase a high fastball. 1 out for Luis Garcia on the 1-1 pitch. Garcia goes perfect. Deep left center field. That ball's in the gap. It's traveling, and it's gone. Luis Garcia makes it 2-0. His first postseason home run this year goes 395 feet, and the Royals double their lead 2-0 here in the 5th. Luis Garcia goes perfect, and the Royals are putting themselves in a spot where they can send this series to Game 7. 2-0 is the score with 1 out. MJ Melendez is going to pull one into right field. I just don't think that ball's got the carry. It doesn't. Teoscar Hernandez is there. 2 gone for Alec Boehm in the 2-1 pitch. Boehm going to pull one right to short and straight to Francisco Lindor. But the Royals in a series like this, where runs are at a premium, have advanced to a 2-0 lead. As we go to the bottom of the 5th, Gleyber Torres is going to pop out to lead off the inning. 1 second baseman will pop out to another. There's Luis Garcia. 1 gone for Oliver Perez. Perez going to pull one deep left field. Going back on it is MJ Melendez, but Melendez has got it. Both teams so far with 3 hits. But 2-0 is the score, and the difference, of course, being the 2 solo shots. Jorge Mateo, have yourself a game. Mateo is 3 for 3, and now with a 2-out double, he'll be back in scoring position for the 3rd straight time, but Alex Verdugo cannot pick him up. Verdugo strikes out in a circle change. Mateo has done everything he can possibly do to get the Mariners back in this game. He owns 3 out of their 4 hits, but nothing going so far for the Mariners offense except for Mateo. As we look to the top of the 6th, Luis Castillo still pitching. Low pitch count, it's fine. Carlson going to ground out to first on that pitch before. Pasquantino now going to fly out into left field over to Alex Verdugo. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Singer's got a high pitch count. We will have to go to Jordan Hicks. ERA of nothing so far in the postseason, over 4 innings and 3 games. Hicks will first seat Julio Rodriguez on the 3-2 pitch, and J-Rod, man, has just struggled. There's no other way to put it. Rodriguez came into this game batting, 171. It's only going to go down with no hits so far. Same with Teoscar Hernandez. Hernandez hasn't been as bad, but both their guys for the Mariners in the 3 and 4 spot have not been good. Brian De La Cruz in the 2-1 pitch hits one right back to the mound and straight to Jordan Hicks. I mean, don't get me wrong. Everybody else really on this Mariners team has been superb, except for the 3 and 4 guys, the 2 guys who are supposed to lead the pack, as Salvador Perez checks in with another single. He'll be on with a leadoff spot. Here comes Jock Peterson now on the 1-1 pitch. Jock into right field. Back-to-back knocks for the Royals. First and second off of Luis Castillo. That will end his night. In comes Penn Murphy, a guy we have seen a lot from the Mariners so far in this ALCS. Murphy will come up to see Anthony Santander first in the 3-2 pitch, and Santander on the ground. Ooh, double play turn just like that for the Mariners. My goodness. 2 gone for Luis Garcia, who we bumped up to the 6th spot. Oh, no way! Garcia goes perfect again, and he's gone! Garcia's clutch! You move him up in the lineup, and this is what he does. Luis Garcia may have just put the Royals in a position to go to Game 7. 395 off the bat, is second in the game. Luis Garcia doubles the lead yet again. It's 4-0. MJ Melendez, I mean, we're damn happy it wasn't him in the 6th spot tonight, as he'll strike out. But we go to the bottom of the 7th. The Royals up 4-0, and in comes the lefty Andrew Chafin. 1.29 is the ERA over 7 games, the same amount of innings. Chafin will see Francisco Lindor first in the 1-2 pitch, and Lindor into right field, right to Anthony Santander. The Royals are 8 outs from making this series go to Game 7, something we thought would never happen, as Chafin strikes out Seth Brown. Gleyber Torres hits one up the middle, and Torres will get on with the single. It will be the Mariners' 5th hit of the night. Andrew Chafin gives up 1. Here comes Oliver Perez, but Perez strikes out a slider. By the way, Jorge Mateo still has more hits than the rest of the Mariners squad. It is crazy. So on to the top of the 8th, of course, the Royals still looking for some insurance runs. I don't know if we're going to get it in this part of the lineup, but yeah, Alec Boehm going to fly out on a circle change. That ball will be caught out there in center field by J-Rod Julio Rodriguez. 1 gone for Michael Garcia. Garcia hits a fastball into right center field. Ball's got some carry, actually. Rodriguez Rodriguez, ooh, barely gets it. Tough to get one by the speed, obviously, of Rodriguez out there. And now Dylan Carlson just going to chop one to first. It's fine. It's a 1-2-3 inning here for the Mariners. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Pitching for the Royals will be Josh Stalmont with a 4-run lead. It's not the best choice, but I'm okay with it. We have a lot of tired arms out there in the pen. If Stalmont could come in and pitch an inning as Jorge Mateo blasts one deep center field, that might have been perfect for Mateo. It's just that he doesn't have too much pop in his bat. It's fine. 1 gone for Alex Verdugo. Swing and a miss on a curveball by Stalmont. 2 down for Julio Rodriguez on the 1-2 pitch. I mean, anything would get this guy out at this point. He grounds out to Vinny Pasquantino. So 2 now, the top of the 9th. Andres Munoz pitching for the Mariners. You know he throws very hard. Here we have 6 so far in the postseason for Munoz. We'll see Vinny Pasquantino first in the 1-1 pitch. Pasquantino going opposite way on the ground, though, to Jorge Mateo. 1 gone for Salvador Perez in the 1-2 pitch. Perez strikes out on a slider. 2 gone for Jock Peterson on the 2-2 pitch. Munoz deals, and Peterson strikes out. It's fine. We got to go to the bottom of the 9th and shut it down. We're going to send Stalmont back out there because look at that. Striking out Hernandez in the inside 2-seam fastball. 1 gone for Brian De La Cruz. De La Cruz into left field, right to MJ Melendez. The Royals are an out away from going to Game 7. Francisco Lindor, the man who has haunted us so far, grounds out to Alec Boehm. That does it. The Kansas City Royals have won 3 straight games against a team we thought was unbeatable in the Seattle Mariners. They have sent this series to Game 7 after dropping the first 3. They will respond and win the next 3. And this American League Championship Series all comes down to 1 game. Tomorrow night, back here at T-Mobile Park in Seattle, Washington, it will be game number 7 between the Royals and the Mariners. Still a low-hitting game, honestly. The Royals only with 6 hits, but half of those hits were home runs. For the Mariners, 5 hits. 3 of those were delivered by Jorge Mateo. The Royals are victorious in game number 6, and they have pushed the ALCS back to a game number 7, where the winner of the pennant will be decided, and we will find out the winner of this ALCS and who will take on the St. Louis Cardinals in the Fall Classic. So folks, thank you all for watching episode number 57 of the Kansas City Royals franchise mode here on MLB The Show 23. If you haven't yet, though, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for more. Make sure to like if you are enjoying the series so far, and make sure to come back tomorrow night for Game 7 between the Royals and Mariners. Give folks a hand for watching, and Mamba forever.